Seem like OTF broke 600 up though. You got a
OTF
600
break everybody up.
You got a 600 nigga going around showing OTF.
When you come at OTF, you gotta be 100% OTF, not
Carter family, Carter gang. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? Back with y'all with another one. Now I know y'all seen this Memo600 interview talking about OTF and whatnot, and I think it probably went over y'all head at nothing major, nothing more than okay, Durk pushing a hard line of loyalty over there in the OTF camp, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all why rappers should stop doing interviews. See, the low vibrational mind gonna think this was nothing said, but when you really got your high vibration and you in tune on what's going on here in these streets, you gonna look at it like this. But first, let's check this clip, and we finna get in what I'm talking about after this.
Seem like OTF broke 600 up though. You got a
OTF
600
break everybody up.
You got a 600 nigga going around showing
When
OTF.
you come at OTF, you gotta be 100% OTF, not 99, not 97, not 96, not 98, none of that shit. You gotta be 100%. You gotta put OTF before your mama, like. And I'm not that type of guy, gang. Once this shit die down and once y'all treat me or I gotta move around, I still have to go home. Where I'm gonna go home to?
Yeah,
I have to go home to them people that y'all made me turn my back on.
You think that's what Durk demands, is that you basically turn your back on your neighborhood to put the OTF on your name? I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. I feel like, yeah, it'd be some divide and conquer shit. Like. That's interesting.
I mean, because they feel like Buka. A lot of the fans feel like Buka turned it back on.
I ain't gonna lie, Buka just a loyal, genuine nigga, gang.
Yeah.
If he with a nigga, he gonna with him 100%. Ain't no.
But let me ask you this: I don't really know too much. I know Buka was around, but like. Buka and Durk relationship was stronger behind the scenes before the music, or it was really off the music?
I feel like Nine was the one gave him. Once Nine got booked, you go in for me, and he talked. He made the way where Buka would be Buka. Right?
So it wasn't even like a real friendship. It was more so like
it was that too, but
beforehand, before all the.
It was that too, but still.
You see what I'm talking about? This is why rappers need to shut the fuck up. Now y'all probably think about Carter, what you mean? You tripping, nigga ain't said shit. He just said Durk require OTF to come first. Nigga, Durk is fighting a Fed case, right? If the feds is listening to this shit, this the type of shit that could get a nigga a RICO. They already dropped the murder for hire, right? They might want to up this shit to a RICO, and a RICO is easier to prove and make it easier to nail Durk with a motherfucking RICO. Now you probably say, Carter, gang, what are you talking about? How did Memo600? How is that a RICO, bro? Well, dumb niggas, young niggas, listen. Memo600 saying OTF requires you to put OTF before your gang. Then that's requiring the same loyalty that you have for your gang, which is violence, mayhem, and tearing shit up, representing for your hood. That energy needs to switch over here to OTF, right? So if we got a problem with a nigga from your gang and we want you to handle that, you better handle that, right? So this further paints the picture of OTF being organized crime, right? The feds could say OTF is an assembly of all-stars, prominent gang members from Chicago. This the elite of the elite, the known of the knowns, the clouts of the clouts, the ballers of the ballers, right? Coming together to create something greater than their own gang, OTF. Just like the mafia, just like all the mafia New York crime families, right? The mob outfit, they syndicate wasn't this one family. It was multiple families, right? The Gambino families and I forget the names of the higher ups of the families, right? The Gambino one just come first of the Lucchese's, and it's about like four, it was about like 5 of them, and they each had a borough, and it was different families coming together as one. They was all independent gangs, but they transformed and combined to become a whole outfit, a whole mafia syndicate. So when you got multiple gangs coming together for the greater of another gang that they all created for their self, that is organized crime, especially when you got this much money involved with the rap shit. And then you got niggas killing for record deals. They can say, well, OTF Diddy, that's how he got on, because he was a hitter. He killed Lil Pop. He one of the shooters. This is a mob. This is a mafia. This is organized crime. It's organized because it's members selected from different gangs, 300, 600, Lamron, Old Block. You can't be from this just because you from the hood. You got to be selected. You got to be exceptional at this street shit. Right? So pointing out that Durk requires you to put OTF before your gang can help the prosecutor convince the grand jury that this is organized crime, buddy. Now, in Durk defense, now let me get into defense lawyer. I play a prosecutor. Let your boy get into defense, right? In defense, Lil Durk lawyers can say, well, duh, he telling his artist that because he invested money in these artists. This is a business. He don't want his investment to go to waste because one of these artists get killed or go to jail. So of course, as a record label, of course, we gonna tell the artist to put that street shit behind. Put that, you gotta put your career first. So it gonna be what the grand jury gonna believe. Durk got these niggas putting OTF first to put their career first for some positive shit or for some sinister shit. What you think them white folks gonna believe? The prosecutor that's speaking for the law for the United States, the patriotism of this country, the United States versus Durk, or they gonna listen to the dude who's speaking up for the nigga? That's why rappers need to shut the fuck up. Right? Because if you ain't answering no questions about no music, it should be a non-answer. Right? A rapper, you should only talk about what happens in the studio legally. You should never talk about nothing personal. Who you sleeping with, where you live at, where you hang at. None of that. Nobody should know. Now you can interact with the fans, tell me your favorite hobby, sports teams, which you're listening to questions like that. But if you out there in the trenches still and you dealing with niggas who still out there and you still around criminality, you shouldn't be answering no questions that ain't got nothing to do with none of your songs. Every question should be about your project. Past, present, and future. Besides that, shut up. Because I know Memo600 didn't try to do that. How I'm looking at it, I know that ain't what he was trying to do. And I even know Remo and Adam 22. At that point, I don't think they was trying to do that either. Because they didn't even ask him that. Mimo brought that up by himself. But this is what happens when you an artist and you so comfortable going on interviews and so programmed to go on interviews and not even talk about your music. This is what happens. See, this is why the rap game is fucked up. Because of the bloggers, the content creators, the people who doing the interviews. They only want to ask questions about shit that ain't got nothing to do with the music. Right? Most of these platforms can't even get niggas like Drake and Kendrick on there. Right? So most of the niggas they get on there, they don't even know that much about their music. And their music ain't got that much motion. And their music ain't that prolific. And talking about their music just ain't interesting in them. So when these rappers get interviewed, they get interviewed to talk about their tea, their jail experience, how many niggas they shot, how many times they got shot, how many fades they caught. All niggas want to know. Niggas, the interviewer want to know. They don't care about your music, but they care about the shit. They want to ask you the shit you talking about in your music, though. We don't want to talk about the album, the song per se, but you be shooting a lot of niggas in your song, so tell us some more stories. You hella thuggish in your song, so tell us some thug shit. And the rappers fall for it. The rappers sit there and tell them some thug shit. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. Am I tripping? Do rappers need to shut the hell up and only ask questions about their music? Are they good? But until then, man, I'm Carter Gang. It's Carter Gang TV, and I'm out this thing.